Hey, y'all. We are live. This is my recap for The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 10, Episode 6. Happy Tuesday from cold ass New York. Can you believe right now that I had to actually get my overcoat out and the gloves? I'm just like, oh my God. I was not prepared for this. Um, Also, look, I literally am on like a time frame right now. Like I just finished eating my food. I had to put it to the side. I go to work in like 30 minutes. So we're gonna get right into this. Before we do though, um, BravoCon is this week, y'all. Oh my God. I'm so excited, but I have so much anxiety right now just because of, shutdown going on and the flights and shit like that. So I will keep y'all posted. Like, my flight is the first one out on Thursday at JFK. I leave out at like 7 something. So, whew, I need y'all, prayer warriors. Please pray for me that we get to Vegas. Lord. Um I have all this anxiety, but like I'm looking at my social media. I'm seeing people going to Brazil, people going out of the country, traveling. I see other. I'm just like, should I be worried at all? Like, are they not like going through the same issues or something? I know they're not on private jets. And then I see the flight attendants, like, the ones that like to stunt and act like they not flight attendants, and they are. Like, they still traveling too. Anyway, um, yes, just I will keep y'all posted, especially on my Patreon. I'm probably gonna get to JFK at 3 in the morning. So yeah. Um, what else? Any other announcements while I'm right here? Mm. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, I just need a peace of mind. And I don't have it right now. Also, oh my God, the white is coming in. Jesus. Ugh. I kind of want to dye my beard, but it's okay. Anyway, let's get into this episode. We got 50 people in the room. Make sure you like the video, hit that like button, and I am less than 150 away from 17K. Can we get us up there, please? So yeah, let's get into this episode. So we are continuing at the dinner table with Kay and Jassy going at it. Kay is calling her bluff, like about what she told her about Wendy. Go ahead and say it. What did I say? So, excuse me, live show. I'm drinking, cherry Pepsi right now. But I think we found out in the last episode that all she said to Jazzy was not to trust Wendy. That was it. So then during their back and forth, Jazzy's just like, Kay, how do we move on? How do we move on? Kay can't even give an answer. Like, so they just decide to revisit this another time. And I'm just like looking at this scene. I'm like, once again, like Kay gets flustered way too easily. Like, you really need to take lessons from Stacy and stop hating her so much. So then moving on, producer Giselle has shots for everyone with shade attached to them. Ashley, Tia, and Jazzy, they get some light shade. Giselle again is on her hateration and gives Stacy the shot that spilled and called it blank. I'm just like, Giselle, just lame, whack, and tired, much like her fashions. Angels is chin check, and then Kay is saved for last, and her shot is called Giselle Hater because she reveals that she found out from Wendy the conversation that they had on the dock and her saying that she don't even like her. So Kay says that she rather have this conversation with Wendy present. So they put a pin in it. But once again, I will say that Wendy proves that she is 2 steps ahead of Kay and just throws her under the bus with Giselle. Now, what I took from that conversation that they had on the dock, like I thought Kay was telling Wendy, like, you don't even like her. Like, because we all know that they forced them to get along so they can move on with the show. Because, yeah, like Giselle wasn't even talking to Wendy. So that's what I thought. But I don't remember Wendy implying that Kay didn't like Giselle either. Am I the only one? Let me know. So then moving on, the ladies dance and they have a good time at the restaurant and they head back to their villas. So now we're with Ashley, Stacey, and Jazzy talking via the producer cam. Now, when I was watching this scene, like, do the ladies know that they're being recorded right now? Because I don't think it's fair for production to not let the ladies know when they're being filmed. Or did they just forget? Because it looked like there were no cameras in the room, but there were cameras like all around. Like, do they know this and they just forgot? And are they might? Anyway, Ashley asked her about Chris Samuels again. I think about People Magazine knowing about it. And Stacey explains that her and her husband were both separated and seeing other people. She says she didn't have sex with anyone. She just hung out. And Chris was one of those people. And I'm just looking at this like, even if she had sex, who cares? Who cares? Like, she's not friends with Monique. Like, I feel like I gotta say this every episode that they bring Chris up. She did not know Monique. Like, I don't understand that. She's like, Chris was not married. She was not married either. What is the scandal? The scandal is how big Ashley's forehead is. That's what the big scandal is. Anyway, so where was I? So even after she said she didn't have sex with anybody, Ashley said, "Did you fuck him?" And she was like, "No, I did not fuck Chris Samuels." Like, I'm not sure why Megamind has to like irritate me so much this season, because I don't want to drag Ashley. I don't. But she's forcing me to. She's forcing my hand. Yes, big skull and not a lick of a brain. I don't understand why they care about Stacey and Chris. It's nobody's business. And who the fuck is Monique? Not too much on Monique. I'm just saying that she don't know Monique, so she don't owe her anything. Like, it's nobody's business. Ashley gives Predator. I mean, just like her ex. But yeah, it's just old, stale, expired tea. And I think Ashley just needs to find herself some business that's hers. Next scene, it's the following day. And last day of the trip, the ladies will do a yacht day and then a slut night for Jazzy's bachelorette party. Wendy is feeling better. Now she's, able to join the group. So then fast forward, they board the yacht. And I'm just like, yes, for the luxury on Potomac. Finally. So then Giselle lets them know the plans. And she has monogram towels for everyone except for Stacey yet again. But this time, Giselle lets her know that at the time, she didn't know who she was. But now she feels better about her. That's just how I looked at the TV. Like, she just knows that she cannot break Teflon Stacey from her immature sorority-like hazing, okay? Like, I think Stacey is doing amazing on her sophomore season. It really is hard because once you're the fan favorite one season, it's hard to keep up that momentum on your second. I mean, look at Leah from Real Housewives of New York, you know? So yeah, moving on, they all sit down to talk, and Giselle wants to continue her conversation with Kay now that Wendy is there. So once Kay takes the bait that Wendy set up for her, she tells Giselle that she was upset with her after the incident because she didn't reach out to her. But she says even in her confessional, not to Giselle, that they squashed it since then. And y'all, an entire season has passed since that fight. Like, she got her litigious flute after that fight. So none of that was even mentioned during last season. Like, she got into it with Ashley a little bit, but not Giselle. So why are we talking about this episode 6 of season 10? I don't get it. Like, all Kay had to say was Giselle, Wendy being messy over something we already squashed 2 years ago. We don't even need to get into that. But Kay, like, just act like she just got on this show. Speak on it. Ashley always cops a feel and makes these women uncomfortable with her lusty ways. It's not innocent. Ashley has a very weird glint in her eyes when she rubs and licks on these women. Lord have mercy. I also think Giselle liked to have a feud going. Karen is in jail. Wendy and her reconcile. She needs an adversary, and Stacey gives her some fight, unlike the other women. I will give that to her. I will. And I'm really curious how Monique is going to fit into this. Like, is she going to be cool with Giselle again? Because, before all this happened, like, her and Giselle would trade barbs and stuff like that, but I think it was a point of no return after season 5. So I'm really interested to see this sit down between Giselle and Monique. I cannot wait. So yeah, moving on, Giselle explains, since Kay already brought this shit up, that during that time, she got on a plane. I remember this because she wasn't even there for the fight, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think she was there. Because then she had to be with her dad, and then he later passed. And she tells Kay that she had to get plastic surgery to get her situation fixed. My father isn't here anymore. So it's radio silence after she says this. And Kay takes off her glasses because I knew that stung when she said that. So yeah, Giselle tells her that you were the furthest thing from my mind at the time. And I kind of have to agree with Giselle. Like, I'm not thinking about these other women with my dying father in front of me, So I just don't understand. Like, I'm mad at Kay for taking the bait. Like, her feelings are justified. We'll get to that. But to rehash this, to make it into something, she didn't have to do that. Thank you so much, Dealer, for the super chat. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Your recent Salt Lake City live had me in tears of laughter, especially your impression of Meredith short-circuiting. You're a liar, manipulative. What is she? Despicable person. You need to leave. Anyway. Wrong franchise, but thank you so much. But yeah, Giselle, she's pissed now. And then Wendy agrees that Kay talked behind her back. There's a little back and forth, and Kay tells Wendy, because Wendy's trying to jump in now that Giselle is whacking her. She tries to tell Wendy that, you called her a snake. And then Wendy said, well, I told it to her face. You were talking behind her back. So yeah, again, Wendy has cleverly gave Kay enough rope to hang herself with. And then side note, I must say, like, when I saw Watch What Happens Live with Kay, like when she was asked about Wendy present day on Watch What Happens Live, I'm not sure if y'all saw it, but she gave her hella grace. Now, if Wendy put me through this and was talking shit about me in the confessionals, I'm not sure that I would, be able to be as kind present day. I'm sorry. So then, out of nowhere, Tia comes through and does a remarkable job of mediating this situation. Like, she's emotional while she's doing it because she's lost her father as well. And she tells Kay that her expectation of Giselle just isn't fair. But at the same time, your feelings are valid. You just have to understand. Kay does apologize to Giselle for harboring resentment, but maintains that she was upset because Giselle, I believe, I forgot. This was a long time ago, but I think she said Giselle said that she was the aggressor. From what I remember of the fight, Kay didn't have to jump in. She made it her fight. with Candace, but she does let Giselle, Tia, and Angel know that if that was any of them, I would have stuck up for them. But Giselle tells her that, you know, I've been a friend to you, and you know, this was a much needed conversation, and they move on. Now, Tia, y'all heard my thoughts on her in the last episode, and I must say, you know, I changed my mind. Like she really won me over with that. She did that like a true pro, and she's not even a vet. Like that's the type of stuff that like vets do to like really sit down and have these two people arguing, listening to you, and you solve the fight and mediate it successfully. That is not easy in Housewives world. So yeah, good job, Tia. I see why you got your flu. I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna back up off you, you know, and continue to get on Angel. I gotta get on my girl Jassy too a little bit later. And who else? K, Angel, and Jassy. I gotta get on them. Anyway, let me I'm a little parched. Thank you so much. I'm excited for it. So let's see. They continue to have like a nice yacht day on the water. Later, they arrive on the island for lunch. It's gorgeous. Again, 5-star accommodations. We cut to Stacey's confessional saying how great all of this is, even with Giselle present. Love her. They're at the table, and the topic is Jassy's wedding. Stacey, I think, so far is the only one going. Correct me if I'm wrong. If any other women went. Did y'all notice how Giselle and Ashley were trying to make it a thing that Jassy asked Stacey to be a bridesmaid and she declined? Did y'all notice that? Stacey does give a flimsy excuse of why she declined, but then we cut to Giselle's confessional and she says the real reason Stacey declined was because she didn't know if Jassy was going to be on the show again or not, so she declined. But when she found out that she was going to be on, that's when she said, oh, well, I'll be able to come to the wedding. Now, do we believe Giselle? Let me know in the comments below or in the chat. I don't know. Because I was thinking, you know, does Stacey know Jazzy like that to just be invited to be a bridesmaid in her wedding? Like already? I feel like they haven't known each other that long. And, excuse me, I'm not sure if y'all actually been on, like in a wedding party, but that is a commitment. Like you have to go to everything. And I think, I feel like Stacey said she didn't really have time to do all that. I don't know. I didn't think it was scandalous that she's still going to the wedding. She just politely declined. Is that rude though to decline being a bridesmaid in someone's wedding? I mean, I could see if you were like my best friend or something like that. I'm like, nigga, why you not in my wedding? But if I haven't known you that long and you politely decline and just say, oh yeah, I got this going on, but I'll definitely be at the wedding, girl, it's not an issue. But yeah. So later, Tia brings up to Jazzy how she came for her when she was trying to defuse the Angel, you know, catfish gate. And, you know, she tried to come for her and say that, oh, you got a lot of filters on your pictures too. So Tia tells Jazzy, well, I went to your Instagram and, you know, we do about the same filters. So now there's a little back and forth. Tia accuses Jassy of trying to like fan the flames at the table. Now, this is where things get weird. Jassy says, let me tell you something, Tia. Like gets her fork in her face. You know, not in her face, but, you know, she's pointing at her. I was like, where is this coming from? She starts mocking her accent, trying to call Tia messy. She then calls out Tia for saying the owner of the restaurant was crushing on her 14 days before my wedding. Like, everyone at the table is just like, don't play with me, Tia. Jassy, are you okay? Are you okay? Like, that came from nowhere. And I'm just like, Jassy, we love you already. You ain't gotta do that much. You really don't. Like, I'm just recapping what I'm watching. Jazzy, don't unfollow me. But I'm just saying, like, it came off a little forced. That's all. Like it was just, it seemed like a major overreaction. Like, it was a joke. Like, even the ladies at the table looked confused. Huh, it was a joke, Mika. 5 points, 5 cool points if y'all know where that's from. Thank you so much for the super chat, Miss Fancy Pants. Love that name. Hey, Chris, I think Forehead and Stovepipe are trying to paint Stacy as an opportunist. Jazzy's wedding, big boy, etc. Oh, I can see that. But they hated that Stacy is the fan favorite right now. Like, yeah, Giselle, you may be the face of the franchise, but you ain't the favorite. Like, that's what I want to see when I see the Potomac panel that's on Friday. I want to know who gets the most applause, because that's really fun to see. Oh, let's see, where am I? So yeah, Tia explains it was a joke, and when she told her that her fiance had competition, like, Jassy was still pissed at the time and said, my man doesn't have any competition. Like, some of the ladies are saying, girl, it was tongue in cheek. Like, Kay says, did you see Mr. Sunshine? Cut to Kay's confessional. She's saying that man had 2 teeth and 2 dreads. I fell out. Thank you, Kay, for at least giving me something to laugh about. Because you've been disappointing me so far, but thank you for getting a laugh out of me. But yeah, like, not Mr. Sunshine getting a massive stray, like a bazooka stray in his direction. Like, damn. Anywho, it kind of just makes Jazzy look silly by her reacting like this. Tia does apologize while also lightening the mood too. Again, like, Tia handled this like a pro. And look, I am very critical, but I will give you your props when you deserve them. Okay? Even if it's somebody I don't like on the show, I will give you your props. If you do something that's, great. Let me see. So they move on, and then, dinner is over, and the Bachelorette slut night is about to begin. However, we see the screen goes to black, and we see 30 minutes later. And there's a heated conversation between Angel and Jassy. And Jassy told her something off camera with the mics off as well. Now, before I get into this, I think a lot of people were confused, like the people that are trying to defend Angel, when they're saying, like, but it was on camera. No, it wasn't. Cameras picked back up, and then we captured Angel's reaction of what Jassy told her. We didn't know what Jassy told her, but we'll get to that later. But we hear Angel saying someone is a jealous, snaggletooth, stringy hair, hot piece of trash. Now, side note, I hate that this was a misdirect in the previews, because I thought, we all thought that she was like, who is she talking about on the trip? Was it Giselle? Is it Ashley? Because I think Ashley has a snaggletooth. Was it her? But it was just some random bitch we don't even know or care about. Like, what? But yeah, like, I saw somebody on Twitter say that it was on camera, and I'm like, no, it wasn't. Like, Jassy told whatever she told her, she didn't have to bring it back to the girls and say it on camera. Anyway, before we get to that, we fast forward to the ladies. They're arriving dressed to the party. I believe it was in Giselle and Ashley's villa that they were having it. Giselle, like I said earlier, like, I could dislike somebody, but I will give you your 10s. And she looked damn good, like shockingly good. Now, can we give Giselle her tens in the chat? Who thought Giselle looked good? Like I was just like, the legs is right, like the costume like fit perfectly. She looked good. Can we at least put our differences with Giselle to the side and give her her tens just a little bit? So yes, we then see Stacy. Lord have mercy, Stacy. She is dressed as like a slutty Helga in the Alps. I'm not sure she's about to sing The Sound of Music with a whip in her hand. It's given sexy Oktoberfest. I was done. Like, Stacy Chef's kiss. Like, I cannot wait to give her flowers at BravoCon. If I meet her, I'm going to be so giddy, y'all. Like, I really hope I get to meet Stacy. Like she is in my top. Stacy, Angela. So moving on, Wendy, she looks amazing, of course. I mean, it's Wendy. I don't care how she bought the fashions. She looks good in the fashions. The titties are out too. Stacy with the Swiss Miss. A naughty Swiss Miss. But yeah, so then we see some conversation between Wendy and Stacy, and they're discussing, like they're wondering what happened between Jassy and Angel. And it looks like they're probably going to bring it up later. So then Ashley comes out, and I'm not a fan of her outfit. I'm not going to say she's a hot mess, but I just don't like what she's wearing. It's giving local Pink Pony Club amateur night. That's what it's given. Tia is in a robe completely covered. Wah, and Kay looks great. And Angel, she is in a Halloween costume. I mean, she's dressed like an angel. Groundbreaking. But, you know, my friend pointed this out to me when we were talking about the episode. He said, why is she wearing white? And I was like, you know what? That is rude. Like, why is she wearing white to somebody's, you know, celebration, you know, a bride celebration? Do y'all agree? Was it rude that she wore white? Yeah, those wings were struggling, but it was struggling just like she was in that scene. I see we have almost 200 people in the chat. Give a ninja a like, please. So then Jassy comes in full lingerie and a veil, giving body yaddy yaddy. The ladies are having a fun time, but you know, we see Angel, you know, being a Debbie Downer again, and she's just stewing from the conversation that they had earlier. So then the party continues as all the ladies like individually give Jazzy like a lap dance. Like Jassy for Wendy comes up. Jassy bent over like Lisa Rinna at Andy Cohen's baby shower. That's like she bent all the way over. They probably got a show out of that. So then Ashley, she, you know, reminds us again that, you know, she loves vagina and that she's attracted to women by licking chocolate off of Jazzy. So then it's Stacy's turn, and she is just absolutely hilarious in this scene. She whips Jassy the German way, hard and accurately. So good. Angel ruined the party. They were having fun. It was fun to watch the naughty actions before Angel started to exhaust the audience. Yes. Exhaust. Like, yeah. Exhaust is the word. So yeah, Angel is up next, and she takes this moment of fun and turns it into an issue of hers with Jassy having a big mouth. So now, when she says this, the ladies have questions. So, you know, no one knows what was said. Like, why are you upset? So then producer Wendy then asked, you know, what was the conversation that you were having with Jassy earlier that you were so upset about? So then, you know, she starts singing like a canary about business that she didn't have to put on television and make us know. Apparently, a friend of Jassy texted her about Angel, and then Jassy brought that tea to her with no cameras up. I guess it was like some wag shit, like a rumor about her husband. She stole money from him, or she tried to finesse him by getting pregnant or something. Look, Angel is now bringing this to camera, making it an issue. It didn't have to be. So once the ladies hear this story, the majority of them think, well, it was actually cool of Jassy to come to you one-on-one. She did you a solid because you didn't even have to bring this up to us. Why did you do that? Oh, rookie mistakes. So they asked her, when did this take place? You know, she said 8 to 9 years ago. Girl, you know how I say, come get your baddie chain? Come get your L. Come get your L. It is this size. Take it. Take it, Angel. Take your L right now. Along with the several few that you've gained as you've been on this show. Like, no one cares. Like, your husband already married you and you had, what, 2 kids later? Why are you bringing this up? So then cut to Ashley's confessional saying Angel needs to relax, but not too much because she do be a little too relaxed sometimes. Basically calling her boring. I thought that was funny, you know, even though it was coming from Ashley. So now it looks like Angel is upset at the situation as well as Jazzy. I feel like Angel is a rain cloud in human form. That's what she is right now. She thinks Jassy was being messy, but I think if she was trying to be messy, she would have told you this in front of the camera and blindsided you. We wouldn't even know the details, but Angel took the bait once again. But yeah, she did some digging, but she didn't say it on camera. Rich the Fish, stop it. Please stop it. She then excuses herself from the party because now she's just really upset. We see her in the darkness now calling her husband, saying she's tired of the bullshit. I'm surprised she stayed on the show after this trip because it looked like she was just done. Kay then goes out to talk to her. Angel says she's fine and she has tears in her eyes. I'm just like, Lord, have mercy. Lord, have mercy. The ladies do not understand why she's so upset. They're confused. We cut to Wendy's confessional where I actually agree with her. Like, Angel, again, is living in misery. Like I have in my title, The Misery Chick Ruins Another Scene. She then says, you and your angel wings, go home. Damn. So now the credits are rolling. Wendy is telling the other ladies that no matter what they do, Angel feels like she's being intentionally attacked by them and asks the question of how do they engage with her? And then, yeah, that's where the episode ends. Bobby should be the one with the flute, right? Right? Like, I don't want to see Angel in the scene unless Bobby is with her. So yeah, that was the episode, y'all. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I was still, entertained, of course. Like, they're finally doing luxury activities. Like, we've come a long way, y'all. Angel, the misery chick, like, I just have no words. Like, I'm rooting for her. I tried, but I feel like we're already like almost halfway through the season. Almost. We're still in the first quarter, but we're almost at the halfway point. So we'll see. Because we got like, 4 weeks? Like, we got one more, like a month before we get to episode 10. So we'll see. Also, thank you, Diola. Angel living in constant victimhood is getting boring. Heal, sis. Your transformation won't start until the pity party ends. Right? So I saw her on Watch What Happens Live. It wasn't a great episode. Like, Andy spent more time giving other housewives compliments. Like, oh, did you see Stacey's QVC ads? Or how Tia did wonderful mediating that situation. Crickets for Angel and how she's doing this season. But she clarifies on Watch What Happens Live that in the moment, she thought that Jassy already told the ladies what they talked about. And she felt like that she was getting like piled on yet again. And I'm just like, well, if Jassy didn't bring it up, like you did, like you're the one that brought it up. So I don't understand like how you question her intent if she brought it to you away from the other ladies. It didn't make sense to me. But anyway, next week, y'all, we get Monique's return. Yes, that is my girl. I'm sure y'all saw the photos. Like that face card does not lie or decline. Oh, now I'm thinking, was Monique added because they thought that Angel was going to drop out? That's what I'm wondering. Because it almost seems that way. But I'm glad that Monique is like, I'm just so curious to how is she going to navigate being on this show again. Because I think she really wants to, prove to herself and the audience that she's made progress, with herself. Thank y'all for the super chat. Chris, will you be reviewing Wendy's wife swap? I will not. I will leave that to Alex. And then I tried to watch it, but I was a little bored. Angel wasn't prepared for TV at all. And her friend Kay didn't help her either. Let's see. She's only there to promote a book. Well, we'll see. We'll see. She coming for that little check. But yeah, y'all. I'm enjoying the season so far. I'm not enjoying Kay and Angel. Like, I hope they really get with the program after this trip. Whoever's producing them, I hope they sat down with them and been like, y'all need to step it up or something. Y'all are some Debbie Downers right now. Y'all, yeah, exactly. Y'all are not getting the assignment. But anyway, y'all, the next video will be hopefully Salt Lake City. Which premieres tonight. Can't wait for that. And yeah, Wednesday is going to be, it's going to be such a busy day. I got to get this hair situation. So the next video, I'll be, with a new wig on. And yeah, I'll be packing and hopefully, Lord, cross my fingers, y'all, for like just to get me to Vegas. Please get me and Alex to Vegas. Anyway, y'all, I got to head on to work. This was great. As always, thank y'all for y'all's support. With that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all for the next episode.